In the peaceful town of Canon City, situated amidst the lush forests and rolling hills, life was tranquil and serene, much like the gentle flow of the river that cut through its heart. The townspeople were friendly and welcoming, the days were bright and cheerful, and the nights were calm and peaceful. However, beneath this facade of serenity, a storm was brewing in the form of a seemingly unremarkable medical research facility on the outskirts of the town. Dr. Shane Higgins was a brilliant virologist who had been tirelessly working on a cure for a rare neurological disorder. His dedication and intellect were unmatched. However, in his pursuit of scientific breakthroughs, he inadvertently crossed the delicate line between salvation and damnation. As the sun set and the sky turned crimson over Canon City, a containment breach occurred at a facility. An experimental virus that was supposed to regenerate dead cells mutated and became airborne. The alarms started blaring, but unfortunately, it was too late. The virus, now sentient and hungry, escaped through the cracks and vents and spread into the cool night air. The events that transpired in Canon City were nothing short of catastrophic. It all began with a security guard who was on duty one night. He had heard some strange noises and went to investigate the source of the disturbance. But as he approached, he inhaled toxic fumes that emanated from an unknown source. Within moments, he was convulsing, his eyes clouded over, and he rose again as a harbinger of doom. The virus had infected him, and he was now one of the undead, driven by a hunger for flesh. As the night wore on, the virus spread rapidly, like wildfire. Anyone who came into contact with the infected was doomed to share the same fate. By dawn, the streets of Canon City were overrun with the undead, and the town's idyllic facade had crumbled, revealing the nightmare that lurked within. Dr. Higgins, who had unwittingly created the virus, was racked with guilt and desperation. He knew he had to find a way to reverse the effects of his creation and save the town, and perhaps humanity itself, from the horror he had unleashed. But as he barricaded himself in his lab, outside, the world was changing. The dead were now walking, and the living were hiding, unsure of whom to trust. The line between the two was blurred, and Canon City had become ground zero for the zombie apocalypse. It was a dark era that had begun, one that would change the course of human history forever. The dead had risen, and the living were struggling to survive in a world that had been turned upside down. It was a race against time, and only the strongest, the most cunning, and the most resourceful would make it through to the other side.